Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie and welcome to this Colour-itz card making project. Now this is the first project for my own design sheets that are called Colour-itz. There's different themes that I'm going to create through the year. You might have seen the little preview for the birthday sheets that are new. I've already released the Valentine's Day ones, but the birthday sheets I feel are going to be very popular. So the two sheets I'm going to be using to make this card are the large birthday gift and the A5 background, and then I'm also going to be using the Colour-itz numbers. Now on the number sheet, I just want to point this out, even though I've probably said this on the introduction for the birthday sheet. There's an extra 0 and an extra 1, because then you're not printing off lots and lots of sheets if you're making lots of 18 cards or 16 or 100. So you've just got the extra numbers, and I thought it might just save you a little bit of work there. So those are the two sheets that we're going to use, and we're going to start with our base card that's an A5 card. Now for this I've actually folded a sheet of A4 in half. If, for my friends across the pond, your A4 is a little bit smaller than ours, you will be able to trim the A5 section down to fit your A5 cards. So this is a white base card. Now we're not on this project going to do the inside, we're just going to do the outside, just to give you a little bit of an idea. Because I know as soon as people see colouring sheets, they think, oh my word, I'm going to have to spend hours colouring them in. Which, if that's your thing, that's great, because on the preview I've got lots of different ways that you can colour in, or you might prefer to ink them. So I know a lot of this project has been inked. So that's our base card. So what I've done is I've taken the background section from the sheet, we'll refer back to it. Now I've designed it in such a way that it looks like it's torn through the centre. Now this is basically so you can have a main focal point of embellishments or numbers or images, or you might want to use it with something else. So then you can colour it or you can ink it. Now what I've done is I've coloured the patchwork theme along the edge, and then I've inked the rest of it. I've brought the inking in slightly, but not too much, because we're going to cover the centre of it, so I haven't wasted my ink. Now, I know my camera's just refocusing and sorting itself out. Don't worry about that, it'll soon be ready. So I've used a pink ink around the edge, and then further round I've used a tea coloured ink. On the back of the Colour-itz background I've got double-sided tape, and so I can peel that off and then attach this to the base of my card, getting it the right way around. So we can add that, and then we've got the base ready. So the next thing, I'm interrupting myself here, this is a really simple project, but it just shows how the embellishments and everything coordinate and go together, and how using your own pens, brushes, watercolours, etc., you'll be able to use the colour tones that you're happy with. So next I've taken the large parcel, and we'll see it again on the sheet. I've cut out the parcel, I've coloured it in, and I've emphasised the bow in a really nice red, giving it a little bit of shading. I've coloured the patchwork in using pink and lemon, giving it a little bit of ink around the edges just to highlight the side of the parcel. And I've got this on 3D foam, so I can simply peel away the back of the foam, and I'm going to position my parcel just on our background and have it at a slight angle like that. There we go. And then I've taken two of the numbers, the 2 and the 1, from the number sheet. I've coloured the patchwork in, I've inked around the edge, and then I've just inked in towards the number to take away the bright white of the cardstock, because all this was done on the same white cardstock. And then once I've coloured the numbers, I've added a pale grey highlight around the edge, and then I've added glossy accents on top of the numbers just to give them an extra highlight. Now I've got these on 3D foam, so what I'm going to do is just add them to the side of our parcel, and you can see the paper's curled a little bit. This is just due to the glossy accents, but it'll soon flatten out, and those are our numbers. And then the final thing I'm going to add is on the actual parcel, I made a little cut just underneath the bow there using a craft knife. I've cut out one of the tags from the sheet with the parcel on, and I've got just a tiny little bit of flat tape on the back of it, and I'm going to simply add the sentiment just inside the bow where I've made the little cut, and stick that down like that. And that is our card finished. Now the elements that we've used are simply from 2 sheets and colouring in and the little bit of glossy accents. It stands up nicely, and it's not too high for needing padded envelopes. It's all your hard work because you've coloured it in. You'd be able to colour it to theme with maybe the wrapping paper you're using, make tags from the numbers, use the little tags, colour those in. It's just endless. You could just think of so many things that you could do with the sheets. But I'm just hoping this gives you a little bit of inspiration about how to use them and how to colour them in. And if else all fails, just colour them in because it's so therapeutic, and you will find so many things that you want to do with them once you've started colouring and using them. So I hope that gives you just a little bit of inspiration about how to use my new Colour-itz sheets. I've got a group on Facebook that's especially for the Colour-itz. If you feel like joining, please do so. You're not under any obligation. And if you enjoy colouring and want to show off your Colour-itz sheets, please feel free in the group, because we all like to see inspiration and ideas from them. So I'd just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.